Okay, now we learned that if we change the reading frame, the order of it, then the resulting protein that comes out will change. Now, if you look at this here, right, this is UCAG, UCAG. So we look at the first one here, and then the second one here, and then the third one here, and it makes that amino acid. So there are only four that you need to memorize. You need to memorize these. You need to memorize the nucleotide. You need to memorize the codon. You need to memorize that amino acid. It's coming out on the test. And yes, so the first thing is a start codon. What a start codon does, it signals the start of the translation. It goes like, here is the start. You start here. It's the start sign of, like, it. And it codes for the amino acid methionine. So it has two functions. Okay, so this is AUG. So this AUG here, it goes start, it signals start, but it also is this amino acid. And just memorize this. AUG equals methionine, which is NET. Just memorize this thing and you'll be good. Now, the stop codons. Like I said before, there are three types of stop codons, and what they do is they signal the end of the amino acid chain. It's easy, right? Start codons signal the start, while stop codons signal the stop. So they're stop signs. Now, the stop codons are over here. They do not make amino acids. They do not like represent amino acids. They just represent that you should stop there. So there are three types: UAA, UAG, and UGA. Not that hard to memorize. They all start with the letter U and have A. Yeah, you just remember that these three are stop codons. Just memorize these three stop codons, and also memorize this start codon, and you'll be fine. If it comes on the test, you can just write it and get 100. Let's go. Okay. Next, ribosomes. I told you we're going to go more deeply in ribosomes later, and that later is now. So, what is a ribosome? It's the place of protein synthesis. So it makes proteins. It's a factory, like I told you. So, ribosomes are made up of rRNA and proteins combined together. But in the ribosome, the RNA is like the majority. So around 3분의 2, 2/3 of the ribosome is made out of rRNA, while only 1/3 is made out of protein. And like I said before, the way it makes protein is by connecting amino acids together. And so, 20 types of amino acids that are connected together makes one protein. Yes. Catalyze a reaction that forms a bond between amino acids. So it increases the reaction. It causes the wah of the reaction, and it causes like the bond to be formed with amino acids in order to make that chain. So there are two parts of the ribosome. There's a large subunit and a small subunit. Now, obviously, the large subunit is a bigger one. It's large. So the one on top over here, it looks like a mushroom, right? The top part is a large subunit, while the bottom part here is a small subunit. So easy to memorize. Now, the large subunit, it has binding sites for tRNA. So tRNA goes to the large subunit in order to bond together with it. While for the small subunit, it binds with mRNA. Now, if you see here, this pink thing is tRNA, and this huge greenish thing is what we call the large subunit. So this tRNA goes to these sites, to the large subunit, and it bonds there. While this mRNA, this purple line, it goes to the small subunit. And so that's just the visual representation of what I just said. Now, there are binding sites in the ribosome. There is the E site, the P site, and the A site. So the E site, okay, I'll just explain this in order. The order is A and then P and then E. Easy way to memorize this is ape. It's like the monkey, ape. Or if you want to memorize it hard, just do A, P, and E. Anyways, A site. So first, the place A site is that it accepts the incoming tRNA, which is bound to an amino acid. So if you look at this picture here, this pink is a tRNA, and this pink at PHE is an amino acid. So these two are attached together, and this tRNA transfer this amino acid to the A site. It goes, ooh, and boom, lands on the A site. So next, it goes to the P site later on. So this